So today's Sunday and I got invited to go to a potluck and it's tacos, I believe. Anyway, I was assigned Spanish rice. Now this is my favorite cookbook right here. It's actually a cookbook that my mother made for me with all of the recipes that we made when I was growing up, when I was a kid. So in here, there's actually a recipe for Spanish rice, which is my favorite. And that's it right there. I'm going to take it out. It's another reason why it's one of my favorites, because I can actually take it out of the binder, put the binder aside, and make the dish. So I actually gathered all the ingredients before, and it calls for vegetable oil, chopped onion, rice, salt, pepper, chili powder, tomato sauce, and water. And I'm going to do this real quick. So heat the skillet on medium, medium high, and then put in 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. On that, I don't ever measure. I just kind of do what I think is 2 tablespoons. I think that was close. So now we're going to let that heat up, and then I'm going to saute the onion and then add the rice to that sauteed onion. The pan's heated up now, so I'm going to add the onion. That wonderful sizzle of a hot pan. Grab a spatula, and I'm actually just going to mix this around here. Now this edge isn't all that great for actual sauteing, so I'm just going to use the spatula to do this. Shouldn't take too long. And while those onions are heating up, I'm going to measure my rice, which is 1 cup of rice. There we go, there's my 1 cup of rice. Now the recipe says when the onion is softened, which doesn't take all that much time, so just gonna make sure those are good. If you saw my other vlog where I made a hamburger, you know how I cut the onion. Super easy to chop an onion. Anyway, now that those are soft, I'm going to put the rice in, continuing to stir. Make sure that rice gets all the way covered. And then add salt, which is 1 teaspoon. So I'm going to measure that out here in my palm. Yep, that's about a teaspoon. And then 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, which I'm just gonna shake around like that. Good. And then 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder. Now this chili powder comes out really fast, so I'm gonna actually unscrew the lid. Put a little bit in my palm. Yeah, that's about right. Mix that all in. And it says keep stirring until the rice is lightly brown. So that's what I'm going to do. Just keep stirring here. That doesn't take too long either. Getting close. One of the reasons I like a spatula with this pan is because it actually gets the sides really well. The reason I'm using this pan, I actually have all-clad pans that I love, but I don't have a proper lid for the all-clad pan, and I definitely want to have a lid to cover this with. Okay, so that's looking really light brown. We're going to add the tomato sauce. Okay, that's the tomato sauce. So 1 cup of water. Okay, and it says stir to blend, so I'm just going to stir that. And then it says bring to a boil. So I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit. Okay, boiling, and then low to a simmer, which is probably medium-low heat. And I'm going to cover that and let that simmer. This is actually a vented lid, so it has that wonderful little hole on top where the steam can get out. So let it simmer for 20 minutes. Timer 20. Start. And now we get to wait for 20 minutes. So the timer's still going, but it looks like it's done. So I'm going to actually show you what it looks like. See, doesn't that look fabulous? Now, it does say stir to fluff rice before serving, and we're actually going to stir it because we're putting it in a container. So I'm just going to go through, stir the rice here. It actually looks fabulous. I wish you could smell how good it smells. I'm actually going to turn down the heat there. And as any good chef would do, I'm actually going to taste this to make sure it tastes good. Clean spoon, of course. Perfect. So good. Anyway, that is how I make Spanish rice. Thanks for watching. Try this at home. Make it. It's really good. It's really yummy. You can add more chili powder too if you want a little bit more kick.